Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Football Game here, and today I'm playing some more Balloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, I'm going to be revisiting, we talked about this yesterday. I'm going to be taking another look at Plasma Goggle Sam, the most overpowered combo in all of Balloons history. It's pretty ridiculous. If you didn't know it, check out the last video. I'll put a link in the description, most recent video on the channel before this one, so, you know, watch it. In case someone actually left a comment basically asking, is this something to do with Sam or with someone else? I think I have an explanation for how this works. Maybe. But first things first, something I thought I'd bring up. Warning Horn. It's the only other ability that works anything like it. It doesn't work. It doesn't stack. Plasma Goggles is the only one. Nothing else works. It's just Plasma Goggles and Sam. It's a little odd how it works, but it's kind of interesting. And I do actually have a bit of a theory for this. And it's basically this. Plasma Goggles, how it might work is... Okay, let me rephrase this. Let me explain this better. If any of you know BT6, if you know the Alchemist Tower, how the Alchemist Tower works is the top path has buffs. There's buffs they can throw into different towers, and those buffs last for a certain number of attacks that tower makes. My theory is that the Plasma Goggles work similarly, in the sense that if you activate the Plasma Goggles ability for a tower, they'll be like, okay, we will shoot 100 times, and after we shoot 100 times, this ability will wear off. Except my theory is that Sam, with a weird laser beam wand, doesn't count towards attacks. It's something else, it activates a DOT or whatever, who knows how it works. But it doesn't count as an active attack because it's a constant focus, and because of that, it doesn't take away the cooldown of the Plasma Goggles, and it stays. Then you use it again, and the bonuses stack. At least the damage does, because back to that, attack speed. I don't think attack speed works for Sam. I'm not positive about this. I don't really have a ton of proof for it, but I do not think that that attack speed buffs really matter to her. Her stats may show them, and they talk about it a little bit. Her Pierce is 0, by the way. I didn't notice that. I guess Pierce doesn't work either, but I don't think attack speed really works. I might be wrong, but I don't really think it does. So I think that's a part of it. I think that's part of the reason all that stuff happens, all these weird interactions. But that's not really the point of today. The point of today is is stalling. In my mind, oh yeah, it's regen farming. We're not going to be using Regrows. That's silly. We're going to be using the next best thing. Infinitely stalling a balloon. That's basically what we're doing. I sort of made it sound like it was something crazier. Nah, it's really not. If I give a Pierce buff, does she get Pierce now? I'm slightly curious. Just down to a sudden, I didn't notice she had 0 Pierce. No, don't think it does anything. We'll just swap this out for something random. Too bad we don't have any other common or anything ability cooldown trinkets. Those would be nice. Instead, I'm actually probably going to go for just the Soul Orb, give some discounts here. But yeah, so basically the goal is to infinitely stall balloon, to infinitely use, or in this case, probably for like half an hour straight, use the Plasma Goggles ability, spam the ability, get some crazy, absurd damage, one-shotting Moab, stupid stuff like that. And yeah, so how we're going to do this is I actually did a bit of a regen guide, or regen farming / infinite stalling guide a long time ago. But the basics behind this is, first things first, if there is ghost balloons, super simple. Have a Marceline, have the psychic ability, like the knockback upgrade for, what's it called? It is telekinesis. Have the telekinesis upgrade for her. Place her, put her on pursuit, make sure she can deal with the other balloons. And you're golden. It's an infinite stall, sort of. Technically can fail, but it's pretty much infinite. Other options for when you don't have ghost balloons is what I'm going to do, which is basically heavily relying first things on first. Lumpy Space Princess. Super duper useful tower. No damage. Oh, such a precious little con that's super duper key to our survival. With no damage and stunning balloons, we can offset them using Lemon Hopes, which I have on Warrior PB, and combine that with Ice King's Ice Monkey, who also has a con. It says low damage. Technically, it's no damage until you buy an upgrade, I believe. Enhanced Freeze. Snap Freeze that makes it do damage. So basically, perma-freezing / stunning to keep the balloons from moving ever. That's my goal. That's the plan. It's been a while since I've tried this, so it might take me a couple attempts. We're going to be doing on Crying Mountain because that's the next map here and the whole holiday thing, and I need to keep working on this. So yeah, we're going to see how crazy I can get this to work. My goal is I'll probably do this for like half an hour or so. We'll see. Depends how quickly I can set this up. So I think in terms of straight up placements, we probably still want Sam in somewhere like this position, I guess. The main goal would be that we want a fair bit of farming set up here. Obviously, we are going to be regen farming, so we will have a lot of money. But until we have a lot of money, you know, we won't have a lot of money. So we're going to wait a couple rounds here just to get a little bit set up. I'll save up like $2,000 to $3,000, maybe get set up on the defense, see how well it works. Again, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm not quite positive how efficient it's going to be, how easy it's going to be, stuff like that. As you can see, the stunning effect is pretty good, I'm going to be honest. Actually, damage balloons. So that's the upgrade you don't want to buy. But as you see already, it's a pretty darn efficient stun. Like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn efficient. The next thing we can combine this with is, of course, Ice Monkey. Ice Monkey is the next thing you get to combine this with. You get to permafreeze and get a nice combo like this. And do we actually have a permastall? We don't, because Ice Monkey got de-aggroed, right? We don't have a permastall already, do we? It's not that simple. Is it that simple? It shouldn't be that simple. Last time I checked, it was not. It's that simple. No, we don't. Do we? Add a second Ice Monkey in here, offshoot them. No, okay. Basically, that's the idea, though. We do have Warrior PB here, which I might actually need to use. Lots of crazy things going on here. Lots of money shenanigans. But this will effectively help permastall. I'm not going to buy plasma goggles yet, so we're not going to start the stalling yet. The idea is that we'll end up with a situation where we have a permastall. I don't think we have it yet. It's hard to tell. I'm going to go for Warrior PB because that will definitely make a difference. But it's also expensive. So if we got a permastall earlier, that would be great. But I don't know how simple that's going to be to do. I could try to throw in a Lemon Hope in here and offshoot them more. But that wouldn't necessarily make a difference. As you can see, though, we are stalling quite a bit, and it's slow. It's really, really darn slow. That's definitely still true. I could have gone for multiple of these, I now realize. Probably would have been a smart decision. We also need cam protection, so there we go. One upgrade purchased. I could also slow down the balloons using a Slime Princess, which, you know what? I might as well do, right? Yeah, sure. Like, there's no real reason not to. Shoving a Slime Princess here. I don't know if Slime Princess actually makes a difference here, but it might. Technically speaking, it slows down the balloons even more. It's so tempting to call it a permastall all the time here. It's just like, oh, do we have it now? No, we don't? Well, that sucks. So close yet so far. We need a lot of money here. I should probably get working on Tuxedo Jake. It's so hard to tell. Obviously, you can just do this, technically. You can farm pretty efficiently using this. We're slowing it down a ton. I could have started the Plasma Monkey upgrades if I wanted to. Maybe that's what I should be doing. But instead, I'm going to upgrade Tuxedo Jake because I feel like I need a stupid amount of money. So I'm going to go for a stupid amount of money. If only we could... I guess I could target them all. Do these have targeting? They do have targeting. So basically, my goal would be to target them all on last, I guess. Yeah, last. Last. Target them all on last. Instead, we will just slow them down to the best of our abilities. The absolute best of our abilities. Which is still pretty decent, but it's not incredible. Tuxedo Jake actually doesn't benefit from this because he's not using time-based money. So maybe he's not the best option here. Maybe I should instead go for like some BMOs or something. I don't know, I'm honestly trying to decide here. Born to Rules 5280? Do I go BMOs instead? I think I'm gonna go BMOs instead. It's more efficient, I'm pretty sure, at this point because of how we're setting up. Yeah. So realistically, we're gonna end up with a third ice tower, a second stunner, and then we'll end up with a full permastall. And no, we don't. I'm doing this so much, I'm like, wait, do we have it? No, we don't have it. Do we have it? No, we don't have it. Do we have it? No, we don't have it. So close. It's kind of crazy, honestly, how tempting it is to say you have it permanent and then you're not. But you can see here, a third ice tower, if I had good timing here, could easily set this up. which is it's kind of cool, honestly. You have a pretty cool effect set up here. But I kind of need to set up, you know, now. I can't really wait all that long for this. Because eventually the balloons are going to become too powerful, or they're going to become like whites or zebras and become immune to this stuff, which is the issue. It's so close. All of these, I'm just looking at this, and it's very, very close. It's kind of creepy. Creepy. Why would I say creepy? I don't know why. That was just my innate reaction to this for some reason. That's kind of strange. But yeah, I'll keep at this, I guess. I'll probably just cut for a while. I'll see you when we have more of a permanent money-making setup. We have everything we need. And then also the actual, like, final permastall. And then I'll, you know, spam the ability for, like, 20 minutes straight. So we'll see. I might have to use a single plasma. I actually will. I'm just gonna use one for the time being. I will still get more upgrades, but it would be nice to not be doomed, because I'm kind of scared we're just gonna lose right now. Anyways, I said I'd wait. I will see you in like a minute or two at this point. Okay, so one thing I did just think about, it's been like literally 5 seconds. I don't know why I bothered pausing. I still have lemon hopes here. Could I not just, like, I don't really get it. Could I not just buff, like, you and then you? Or better yet, both ice towers? Like, what if I do that? Both ice towers attack speeds. Can I not promo stun like this? I feel like I could. Or not. We're getting close to affording Born to Rule anyways. I can collect these and do it. I just wanted to mess around with that for a second, because I probably will end up doing something with it anyways. Do we have a perma stun? No, we don't. See, this is why it's bothering me. This would be why it's bothering me. More powers. More powers. The ultimate powers of V. Are we good yet? Are you stunned? I have about 1,000 effects on you. No, you're telling me you're not stunned? Maybe I need to move the Sam farther away. I'm slightly tempted to do that, because the range isn't much greater than hers, like in the slightest, which isn't that good. It's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, this is all of our effects, basically. Then I just have to rely on good timing and some lemon hope shenanigans, which I don't really want to do. So let's see this. What if I do one on you? We good? No, we're not good. Multiple lemon hopes time. See what we can do to get this to work. It's a little iffy. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. It's not perfect, but I mean, it works pretty well. It could certainly work worse. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I'm making 0 sense right now, but I'm just trying to get this to work. Trying to get this silly thing to work. Because it's just off shooting and timing. These two are synced now. I don't like that. So I'm gonna get one. What do I do here? Maybe one of you. But then they were both synced. So then I want another lemon hope on you. I want to just offshoot these abilities as much as possible. That's my goal here. I just don't know how easy of a thing it's gonna be to do. I'm probably just gonna cut at this point if I haven't already to when I actually get this to work. But I would love for this to work better. Let's move you away a bit, Sam. Oh no, that was a mistake. Okay, so I have no idea if I'm gonna get this to work. It's been another, oh no, it's been like 9 minutes. Which, by the way, that tells you it's only been like a few rounds at this point. This is so slow. So it is sort of working in the sense that I'm definitely stalling these rounds, but I do not have a perma stun. I will keep working on this, but I have no idea if I'm gonna reach at this point. It's been such a long time since I've done this, and it's such a difficult thing to achieve, really, that it kind of sucks. I'm staring intently at these black balloons now. They look very tempting. They look too tempting. No. Really? I love that this happened the second I started talking. I'm like, listen here, guys. I don't think I'm gonna get this to work, because I just got it to work. No, they're moving, and now they move again. Sorry, never mind, I forgot. I said I didn't get this to work. So yeah, that happened. I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna see how well this works, and yeah, we're gonna see how well this works. Basically, that's my plan. I will spam this ability as much as I can. I'll see you in the last like 3 or 4 rounds of this. I'm gonna see how nonsensical I can get. Maybe I'll try to boost their attack speed with like, I don't know, Lemon Hope at this point, or not Lemon Hope, Tuxedo Jake at this point. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I will see you then. I will try my best to make some things happen. And we will see how crazy it gets. We will certainly see how crazy it gets. That's definitely true. But you know what? Yeah, let's see quickly if I can just give... I don't know if I've made you guys leave yet or not. We're just gonna give some Tuxedo Jake buffs, because why the heck not? Give some camera detection. Catchy tunes. Not that it matters, I don't think, but it's kind of cool to see still. Buff them both. Buff them both. Just give them all buffs. Again, it doesn't necessarily matter, but who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe there's still a chance. I don't have a time turner person here. I didn't bring any, like, sent knockbacks, did I? Because I could totally have done this with regens, couldn't I? So many things I probably could have done, and so many things I did not do. Disappointing, but just the way it goes. Anyways, yeah, bye. I've been talking for way too long. This video is already so long. Huh. I think I might have just actually made a regen farm. I realized at this point that I actually did bring a basic Jake, because his knockback effect is pretty good for this, his, like, butt push ability. And because of these stallings, we actually have, I'm pretty sure, an infinite regen farm. Are you kidding me? I spent so long and this is how it happens. They're just like, yay, yay. You gave up hope? You decided to actually use the power of regens? Because you will notice multiple leads are here, but we end up with one. I have no idea if this is permanent. Maybe this is doomed to fail in the 9,999th cycle, but it's working pretty well for the time being. Lots of lead balloons. It works pretty well. If anything actually does get through, it gets killed by Sam, so there's no real issue of having too many. I can't believe I actually did this. Again, I don't have too much hope. This could totally end any second now. Lead balloons are the best balloons, Fitz. I will say this. Regen leads on round 30 is the best chance for regen, or for like a regen farm. It works so well. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep this up then. So much for the not sure how well we'll do. I'm gonna end the recording here though, and I will step back in to try to reserve, I guess, recording space. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see though, we would not be on the round. Give me a second. We would not be on the round that we are on. It's round 63 right now. I don't know if that's because I ended up in a second regen farm. It's what it looks like. So I have a bit of an explanation. It's the next day. It's been like 18 hours since you saw me last. So basically, I left it with the regen farming. I was spam pressing plasma goggles for a while, but then I sort of stopped. Well, so I was spam pressing the goggles for like an hour-ish, and then I stopped. And then I had to do something else, and I left, and I came back like 3 or 4 hours later, and we were on round 63. So I paused the game, because I'm like, oh, well, no. It's kind of late. I was like, oh, we'll record the rest of the next day. But apparently, we may have ended up in another regen farm, I guess. Man, this really is quite a good combo here. But yeah, I guess we actually found another one on round 63. Part of me feels like I should just end this recording right here and let this AFK for a while more, because we're only $200,000 away from the money cap, and I've never seen the money cap before. But then part of that issue is, we only have a couple Cobras. We don't actually have all that much money on us. Our money gain is somewhat slow, and that would take ages, so there's a part of me that feels like I should just wait. I mean, you know, if it took 4 hours to get like 700,000, it would only take another like hour to get another 200K. So then that's the debate for me personally. I just wanted to check in now because I found it really funny what ended up happening. So yeah, we could continue this. But honestly, I might end this in like a minute or two and honestly wait for the money cap because I've never seen the money cap before and I kind of want to see it. If there is a money cap, maybe we'll reach $1 million and they'll just be like, nah, you can keep going. So honestly, I think I'm gonna get back to spam the plasma goggles to more, so get this even more insane, reach the money cap. I want this to be as crazy as possible, but this video is gonna either be super late today or just come out the next day, because this is taking, this has been spread across already almost an entire day, which is a little nutty. But yeah, I guess we ended up in another region farm, which is kind of funny. Like with this setup, it's not surprising, who knows, maybe we found like 4 different ones. But it is kind of funny that eventually the lead one ended. I told you when we originally found it, I'm like, maybe on like our 999th cycle, it'll just end. Guess that's what happened, I guess. It's crazy. I wonder, I mean, obviously, who knows, but I wonder if I completely measured this out. If I had to set up like this from the start, how long would this game have taken? Who knows, probably ages, but all this really shows is that region farming, it can get you stuck, even if it's not permanent, you can be there for hours and hours and hours, and you will be absolutely fine. Like, nothing will happen to you. Which is kind of cool, so yeah. Anyways, this is my little check-in. I will see you guys when we have at least $999,000. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I'm back probably for the final time now. It's round 63. I'll just start so on, right? Yeah, it's round 63. We are at $992,000. I've pressed this plasma goggles for another half hour, so extra powerful. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if by the end of this we're not at least one-shotting normal Moabs. It really should happen. But I think I'm about to sell Tuxedo Jake, or not Tuxedo Jake, sell normal Jake, end the Regrow farm, because that lasted a while. Just in curiosity, he had nearly 500,000 pops. Sam has over 700,000. In a normal and popular game, by the end, you only have like 350k. That was a lot of lag. Okay, BFBs, how insane is our damage here? It's been so long since I've seen this. Absurd. We're one-shotting Moabs, that's for sure. Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's just see. Money cap here for a second. Now you go past 1 million. Interesting. Okay, so I guess there isn't really a money cap. Too bad. Are we actually gonna have an issue with Pierce? I don't know, maybe. Honestly, that could be an issue, but we have a lot of the map covered, so we should be fine. But yeah. That was interesting. We have such absurd damage. The real test is gonna be the bad balloon. Like yesterday's video, I'm gonna put up the damage count for it. So I'm gonna show like how we doing 500 damage per tick. Okay, ZMG, how crazy is this gonna be? Let's do it in slow mode. We're one-shotting fortified Moabs. That's absurd. That is too much damage. That should not be possible. I think we're lagging a ton though, which is not surprising. This game's been going on for hours. Come on, I want to see the absurd damage against the ZMG. 1, 2, about 2 seconds to pop the ZMG. This is crazy. We're one-shotting fortified Moabs. It kind of sucks, because now we're so close to the point where we'd be one-shotting BFBs is the crazy thing. Theoretically, I could have kept this going for hours. I did the math. It would have taken roughly 5 hours straight of pressing the plasma goggles button to one-shot bad balloons. How absurd is that? Because bad balloons have like 30-ish thousand health. So since each ability press gives +3 damage, you need to use the ability roughly 10,000 times. With my current setup, the cooldown is roughly 15 seconds, so you can do it 4 times a minute, just about. So that means you'd have to do this for 2,500 minutes, which is many hours. It would be somewhere around 40 hours, maybe a little less, but definitely somewhere around that. I don't know why I'm bothering collecting these BMOs. I don't think it's physically possible to spend $1 million in this game. DDTs, by the way, also one-shotted. Probably same thing with fortified DDTs too, or at the very least by the time we get there. Because yeah, we still have stalling here. Look at these leads. They're moving so slow, just even more stalling. Oh, this is crazy. This is really cool. Like, this is one I wanted to see. One of these days, we're gonna do the same thing or something similar on, what is it? We're gonna do something similar on the Martian games. I'll bring, like, the Tornado Ally. I know, it's probably gonna be ridiculous. I'll probably have, like, a third video in a row of this. But how cool would it be to see hundreds of these Sams all leveling up at the exact same time? It would be crazy. You'd basically be spam pressing the button, but it would be absurd. Imagine this power, the power to one-shot fortified Moabs, times, like, 50. I don't even think it would be that laggy. It would be cheap, first of all, so, like, price-wise, it wouldn't be that bad. And it wouldn't even be all that laggy. So the only upgrade I didn't buy, by the way, is I didn't buy either the Fire or the Ice Path, and I didn't buy the Meteor Storm, which is too bad. I actually do have Ice King here. I probably could have gone for the Ice Path. Maybe that's something we'll try out at some point. The Elemental Paths, do they get much better? Do they make much of a difference? I doubt it, but I don't really know. They definitely could. Anyways, around 70 though, I'm just gonna sell these BMOs because they're in my face and I don't like it. I was full expecting the money cap to be $999,000, by the way. But I guess it's probably 9,999,999. I guess. Or not. Maybe there just isn't a money cap. Pop-wise, I'm just looking at this, it's probably over 100 million, which we're never getting. Like, absolutely never getting. I believe there used to be a glitch where DDTs would regrow from ceramics, from, like, the ceramics they dropped. So if that was still in the game, maybe, but otherwise, yeah, no way. Oh, this is so crazy. The ZMGs just get melted. Absolutely melted. One-shotting Moabs. Can you imagine that? When I first started playing this game, there's no way I ever thought I'd reach a point where you just one-shot Moab with a normal attack. I don't even think that's doable in BT6. I don't think you can get 300-something damage in one hit. I don't think that's possible. What are we stalling? Okay, great. I didn't see a balloon there. Either I was blind or something weird was going on there. Fortified DTs do not get one-shot. They get two-shotted. Too bad. Too bad. But only 2 rounds till the bad balloon. Let's turn off auto start, make it extra exciting. And then, you know, I get to edit this whole video. Yay! But no. That'd be cool. This is so crazy. I wonder how much of that stuff, too. Like, I have treasure chest keys plus thought cannon wand. I'm getting so much loot. Like, that's another thing. If we did this in Martian games with Attack of the Clones, I'd actually have the money to buy everything because I have... Well, because I have, thought cannon wand. I'd be getting the money to earn all that stuff. Not to mention the stupid amount of treasure chests. It'd be pretty nutty. We did lose our present, though. I don't really remember if that was on camera or off camera. No idea. But it happened, so that kind of sucked. Okay, come on, ceramics. You're taking so long. We're shooting at nothing. What are you doing, Sam? You're just shooting. Okay, fortified Babylon time. It's here. We're gonna go in slow-mo. I'm gonna sell this stuff, because it's been here for too long, and I don't like it. And it doesn't do anything either. It's annoying and in my face. Okay, I believe that's everything. Time to see the dramatic power of Sam the Almighty. What's it gonna be? My prediction is 856. I don't even know if that's a multiple of 3, but that's my prediction. Well, I'm gonna slow it down again in editing. It'll be on the screen at this point. That was pretty fast, though. That was certainly pretty fast with our ability to one-shot Moabs. And finally, my longest game yet at somewhere around 20-something hours. The game is done. It took so long. But there we go. Pretty darn good. So, we have it. We've won. We have an epic wish room. Not that surprising. We did have lots of crazy stuff here. What are we gonna get? Pretty much crap, but we did get a treasure chest key, which is not bad. That wasn't that good, but that kind of sucked. Rare wish orb, nothing all that crazy, and then just some more commons and things. We didn't get all that great stuff in that. Let's open one more epic, though, because we do have the shards to do it. Might as well craft the thing. But yeah, so that was interesting. Unfortunately, no Attack of the Clones. Maybe in the next Martian games. I'll keep an eye out for it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed. Really, another single epic. Consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribing, joining the Football Squad. I actually want one of every item, so I'm still taking this. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye!